Hello, I've been riding Harley Davidson Sportster Iron 883. It was one of 3 models which Harley gave journalists to ride in a single day on a single launch in Barcelona a few weeks ago. It's almost as if they wanted to make us so busy that we wouldn't notice it, but I did notice it. Like the Sportster 48, one of the other 2 machines on the launch, it's got a new fork and preload adjustable progressive shocks for 2016. It's got new cast aluminium 9-spoke wheels said to reduce unsprung weight by 3.63 kilograms, and the seat has been reshaped to improve comfort. And there are some styling tweaks. The oval air filter cover has gone round and the chrome exhausts have gone black. Unlike the 48, it doesn't make you sit with arms and legs all stretched out in front of you, as if you've been hit in the stomach by a cannonball. The pegs are much closer to the middle of the bike, just a little bit forward of the seat. That makes it also easier to reach the bars, so you're not overstretching when you try to do a U-turn. It's a more comfortable and user-friendly machine. Ground clearance is limited but not terrible, and the first metal to touch down is the hero blobs on the pegs, and that's a big improvement on the Street 750, which has no hero blobs. That's the 3rd model on the launch, and that ground the exhaust heat shield instead of the pegs. The Iron 883 turns pretty easily for a 256 kilogram machine, and scraping the pegs can be fun. The new suspension is capable, firm, but not uncomfortable, which some said the predecessor was. The single front disc and twin pot sliding caliper, they don't exactly stun with their power, but that could be down to the machine's cruiser geometry and my unfamiliarity with it. There isn't the same sense of weight transferal to the front end that other bikes give you. On the similar 48, I inadvertently activated the ABS while braking for a corner, suggesting I'd reached the limit of traction and needed to help the front out with a bit more rear. At 7,495 on the road, up from 7,280, the 883 is one of the most accessible Harleys in terms of price, as well as usability. It has its limitations though. There's no fuel gauge, just a low fuel warning light, and the peanut tank is a titsy 12.5 litres. With no pillion seat, you better not make any friends, and if you did, at motorway speed, the vibration would drive them away. It does have self-cancelling indicators that actually seem to work with a button on each bar, and like the 48, it's beautifully styled with details like rear indicators that double as a tail light. The thing about Harley Davidson is they don't really make motorcycles, and motorcycles are what I usually review. Harley make Harleys. If you like Harleys, then this is probably a very good entry-level option. If you like motorcycles, then there's another limitation I need to tell you about. That 883cc air-cooled V-twin engine, which the model takes its name from. Harley Davidson don't reveal peak power figures. With the 883, I'd say they've probably got good reason. In a roll-on acceleration test from about 60 miles an hour in the highest of 5 gears, it was left behind by the cheaper 749cc liquid-cooled Street 750, and that's no rear tyre shredder. The Iron 883 is 4 kilograms heavier than the 48, which has about 35% more cubes and torque. It just feels a bit underpowered, and it sounds neutered, too quiet for its badass looks. Peak torque of 52.3 pounds-foot is at 3,500 RPM. Peak power feels like it's at about 4,900, and there's what feels like a rev limiter at 5,900. Nowhere does it deliver the sort of grunty, short-lived burst of thrust that goes some way to justifying the whole proposition of a big air-cooled V-twin cruiser. And what's the point if it doesn't do that?